Hey guys, I'm going to do another keychain flashlight review for y'all. This is the MecArmy SGN3. I've carried this light on me for at least 3-4 years, somewhere in that range. And you can tell because when I got the light, it was solid black. It had some sort of coating, black coating on it, and it's just completely wore off pretty much around the whole flashlight. It's a well-made little flashlight. It's as you can tell, the lanyard loop attachment piece is not machined, but it's molded into the body of the flashlight. So it makes it a really solid attachment point for your lanyard. I like to keep this light, carry it in the ink pen holder of my cargo breeches that I wear while I'm at work. So that makes a really good little place to put this light because it will tuck down in the pen holder, and it'll stuff it way down in there to where at the top of the ink pen holder, this little ring is sticking out. So when you need it, you can just grab the little lanyard loop there and yank it out of your breeches and use it. That's a great way to carry this light because with it stuffed down in that little pocket, there's no way it's gonna work its way out. You know, it's pretty much, it's stuck in there and you're not gonna lose it. So that's a great feature, or a great way to carry this light rather. Some features about this light that I like, well, let's just talk about your modes first of all. It's got 3 LEDs in there. We'll talk about those in a second. But let's talk about the modes. It's got 3 white light modes. So your first click, it goes into medium mode. And I looked on the internet. I couldn't find the lumen output for your first medium mode, but I'm assuming it's about 40 lumens. It looks to be about 40 lumens. And if I remember right, I think it was 40 lumens. So that's what your first mode is. You double click and it gets you into low mode. And this looks to be about 5 lumens. Like I said, I couldn't find specs for the low and the medium mode. But I do know what the high output is. The high output on your third click is 160 lumens. So pretty much enough light to get you back and forth to your vehicle. If you drop something on the ground and need to search for it, it's a great amount of light for up close work like that. Good light to have on you every day, you know, EDC type flashlight. What's another feature about this light? It does have a red LED and a UV LED, which is kind of cool. I don't find the UV LED to be very useful because it does not have a great output. I mean, it does come on and it does reflect like your fluids or whatnot. It will reflect and show up and glow, but it's so low of an output that you really have to be close in order to use it effectively. But the red light, I do like to keep the red light on me, or I like the red light feature rather, because as you know, I work on an ambulance. I've said in some of my other videos, and having the red output is nice when I'm in the cab of the truck. My partner's driving me to the 911 call. I can turn the red output light on and write on my run reports. So it's nice to have a little bit of red light to where I'm not blinding my partner, and I can write down on my run report if I need to scratch something down. So that is cool. If you click again while it's in red mode, it goes into some sort of signal type operation. I don't know how useful that would be, but you know, it's there if you want it. You might find a use for it. I haven't found a use for it. In order to change it into your UV mode, you just hold your button down, goes into red, now it goes into UV mode. Like I said, you can barely see it on the camera, you know. It's not much output at all. But, you know, it's there if you want it. You can find a use for it. I imagine it would probably be good if you were into, like, scorpion hunting and you wanted to have, like, a little UV light on you. You know, that might work well. Or if you have a pet scorpion and you wanted to use this little UV light for you know, searching for your little scorpion in their little terrarium. This might work well for that. Let's see. So another features about this light, it is micro USB rechargeable, which I've said before is a must for me. I have to have a rechargeable light. I do not want to replace batteries, period. I can't see myself running back and forth to the Dollar General or the Family Dollar, purchasing batteries and replacing batteries all the time. Not into that. So having a micro USB rechargeable is definitely a must, or some sort of recharging mechanism. This is micro USB. It's IPX5 rated, I believe, which I'm not exactly sure how submersible. I believe that means it's basically just weather resistant. I know for a fact that I've washed this in the washing machine. I'm sure I've dropped it in water before. So there's no doubt in my mind that there is at least some real waterproof capability to this flashlight. And for my purposes, what I'm really looking for is something that if I drop it into a puddle of water and come back in a couple minutes, that I can pick it up and it'll still function just fine. That's what I'm looking for as far as waterproofing capabilities, because that's probably what's going to happen 99.9% of the time in my daily use of flashlights. Most likely scenario for me is I might accidentally drop it in a puddle of water while I'm working out in the rain. It may sit there for a couple minutes and maybe 2-3 inches deep of water, and you know, as long as it'll stay waterproof for that long, come back and get it, still function just fine. That's good enough for me, and I know it's done that. So really good waterproofing capabilities for this light, in my opinion. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this light? It passes the no roll test. If you turn this light on and point it in a direction, it does not want to move. It's square shape, or a rectangle shape rather, and it does not roll. That's a good feature. Other lights, and I'm not bashing the Olight. This is the one I carry right now while I'm at work, and it is a great little flashlight as well, and it's actually IPX8 waterproof, which is excellent. But this one does not pass the roll test. If I turn this light on and point it in a direction, there's a chance it could roll off. Now, it doesn't want to roll with a lanyard, but if I didn't have a lanyard attachment on there, then it would roll, it might just roll off the table. So I like the fact that this, any direction you point it, it's going to stay there and point and, you know, shine light wherever you want it to shine. I find that actually really useful when you turn it in low mode and put it on your nightstand, you know, because you can point it whichever direction you want it to, and even if you bump it, it's not going to roll off the counter, you know. So it's really good if you wanted to use it for that type of operation, and I have, and it, you know, it's perfect. I like the fact that it does not roll. Let's see. The price point on this little keychain flashlight, I paid $35 for it, I think back when it came out, or right after it came out. It was about $35. But now, I just checked on Amazon, it's $29.90 on Amazon. So basically 30 bucks, and you have a nice keychain flashlight. It's gonna last you a long time. I do have the Amazon link in the description below, so check it out if you're interested. I will throw some night shots outside for y'all here in just a minute, so y'all can get an idea and a feel of what type of beam it casts and what kind of output you can expect to see with this light. So overall, a great light. Let me run in some of those, or tie in some of those night shots for y'all. All right, guys, we're outside now, so we can get some night shots of this little keychain flashlight. We're in medium mode at this time. I'm pointing it at the ground. We're about, I mean, that's about 8 foot in front of us, 10 foot in front of us, something like that. There's some trees out there that you can't even see on the camera. They're about 15 yards out. Okay, so we went from medium mode to low mode. You can barely see the light, probably about 5 lumens just right in front of me, maybe 2 or 3 feet in front of me. All right, then let's click it up to high. Here's the high output, which is 160 lumens. You can barely see the trees out there. That's about 15 yards. There you go. There's a tree. We're about 10 yards away from that tree, you know. So pretty good light when it comes to keychain lights, you know, good for getting back and forth to your vehicle. Great for up close work, you know, room to room type light. Let me click it over to the red output. All right, there's red. Barely see it. So pretty much just enough output to, you know, write on a notepad, something like that. Really, really low output. So very, very up close type of light for the red. And I'm gonna swap it over now to the UV, and you can barely see it. You can barely see it. I'm like 2 foot away from the ground now, and you can't even see it on the camera. Yep, doesn't even show up. So definitely wouldn't get this light for the UV type of output. Get it for basically the white light output. So you got your medium, that's about 40. You got your low, it's about 5, and then we're still on high right now, so 160 lumens. Good light, good solid light. I mean, it's lasted me 3 or 4 years. So when it comes to keychain lights, that's a long time. Keychain lights like to break, so pretty impressed with it. Anyway, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and the Amazon link is in the description below if you're interested in this light. I would definitely recommend it. It's been a good one. All right, see y'all later.